Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And he just went off in those first two quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Mavericks trail by 11. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but it just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. We've got Ibaka. Bledsoe is out there with Paul George. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And so here is Dallas. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Here's the Magician. He's covered by Leonard. 6 to shoot. Parsons attacking. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Clippers leading by 11. Here's Bledsoe. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
Here's Porzingis. He's got 15. He kicks to Parsons. The step-back jumper is good. Parsons got 5 points so far.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Now, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Matthews goes in. Pass to Porzingis. Here's the Magician. Nowitzki a screen. Here's the Magician, defended by George. And it's blocked by Jordan. Leonard against Matthews. Feeds to Ibaka. Bledsoe left side. Parsons with the rebound.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And the Clippers call time here.
Wes Matthews, a hard-nosed player on the wing. Strong frame, and he really does put it to good use at both ends.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Williams is checked in. Screen by Ibaka. Leonard on the wing, covered by Parsons. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure, you're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
Now here's Nowitzki. 9 points in the game so far. Nowitzki a screen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Williams, and it's blocked by Jordan. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard the pass to Bledsoe. Here's George. And again, the Clippers good for 2. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The Magician passes to Nowitzki. Parsons outside. No good from outside.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Shot's good by Ibaka.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Here's the Magician. He's got 5. Nowitzki a screen. And Parsons kicks to Williams. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
Outside Leonard. That 3 off the mark. Mavericks trail by 12. On up the court. Parsons' shot is off.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Batum wide open. He fires. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one. Mavericks have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Now the pass to Porzingis. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
The Mavericks have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. And that one misses.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
Bledsoe dishes to Smith. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. The Clippers in second. 5th, the Mavericks.
You know, each of these squads made a commitment to improving their shooting percentages. So that's a matter of concentration on the kinds of shots you get, and they had outstanding results. They're both hoping for even better things this year.
That's good from J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith hits them both. Correa with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. They set the pick. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. Los Angeles leading by 12. Dishes it to Batum. Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Leonard. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. Second shot opportunity. Offensive rebound. Mavericks trail by 12. And it's Harris off the drive. To the left side wing. Correa, the pass to Porzingis. The shot is off. Great D that time from Batum. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And the Clippers miss again.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
From deep. Correa, no good. The Clippers have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And Batum kicks to Bargnani. Lots of room. That's good. Bargnani's got his first 2 points.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
And guys, Nicholas Batum is a real greyhound on the floor. The guy's got long strides, runs fast, long and limber. Clarkie, he covers a lot of ground.
Extremely active at both ends of the court, Kevin. Great versatility. He can defend 3 positions, and he's played big minutes for the Blazers.
Jackson, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Dallas also making a switch. Redick is checked in. Now here's Williams. Passes to Porzingis. That 3 off the mark.
And guys, now the NBA has what's called player tracking. I mean, they can show how much ground a player can cover over the course of a season. And Nicholas Batum, always amongst the leaders. 2 seasons ago, he was #1.
Here's Batum. Picked by Bargnani. Smith for 3. It's hauled in by Williams. Williams has got his 3rd rebound tonight. There's a good screen. Here's Porzingis. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Porzingis has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Mavs. Clippers leading by 11.
And Batum with that slender build, you know, you like his height and length, but he can get pushed around at times. I think he can still stand to add some strength.
Now here's Jackson. He has 7. Bledsoe for 3. And that one's good. Bledsoe's got 5 points so far. Mavericks trail by 14. And here's Barea. Parsons outside. He dishes it to Redick. Right wing. Now here's Barea. T right on him from the baseline. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Bledsoe's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Jackson. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot 1 more at the free throw line.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead. And guys, Reggie Jackson was at the end of a yo-yo last season. He starts at Oklahoma for an injured Westbrook. Westbrook comes back, sends Jackson to the bench. Then Oklahoma sends Jackson to Detroit, where he fills in for another injured starter in Brandon Jennings for the rest of the year.
Now here's Williams. There's the dish to Barea. Another miss by Barea.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply. Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you want to make sure you don't get teed up from a situation like that.
Redick for 3. Batum grabs the miss.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
And Parsons kicks to Redick. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Andre Bargnani picks one up.
And Redick is just an unbelievable 3-point shooter. It's not just his volume, it's his pinpoint accuracy. By the end of last season, Redick was 40% from behind the arc for his career.
And the first one drops. And for Redick, he knew what his NBA career would be like. Way back in 2005, Clark, I recall him saying, I think I'll be a role player like 80% of the players in the league. I don't expect to be a star. I'll just shoot. I'll be a team player.
Yeah, and he's exactly right. He was highly decorated in college, but every scout knew his strength was shooting the basketball, and JJ knew it as well.
Now here's Jackson. 13 points in the game. That's a 2 from Smith. Parsons with the rebound. Parsons got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Barea. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The feed to Parsons. Puts up the baby hook. And that's good off the glass that time. Clippers leading by 18. Inside, here's Batum. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. 1:46 left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Porzingis. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Porzingis has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
Now, here is Smith. 7 points in the game. And it's Smith again missing.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And Matthews kicks to Parsons. We've got 1:08 left here in the 3rd quarter. And the shot is good.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Bledsoe outside. At the elbow, Smith. All sorts of time, and he gets the bucket. Smith's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
40 seconds left in the 3rd. Bledsoe against Matthews. Kicks to Redick. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Clippers leading by 17. Bledsoe dishes to Jackson. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. 16 points for Reggie Jackson. Dallas has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Now Barea. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Porzingis. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all. You got to tip your hat to him. That was well done.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Clippers on top. They lead by 18. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Clippers leading by 18. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Matthews. Jaron Williams out there with the Magician. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Porzingis in at the 4 slot. Shot's good. Leonard's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Clippers.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Here's the Magician. To the wing right side. He's feeling it. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 30.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Right side, Jordan. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
It's Matthews on the wing. Off target with his 3. The Clippers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Matthews with the steal. No good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And Leonard has it in the corner. Misses the 3.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bageled in the second.
Left side, Williams. And it's Paul George with the foul.
And one thing that I know a lot of fans are worried about is NBA jerseys with ads on them. It's something the NBA has explored more in depth recently. and would be another stream of revenue for the league.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Williams against Jackson. 6 to shoot. Fires top of the key. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And with the ads on the jerseys, it isn't something that would sit well with the fans probably, but around the globe, almost every other league in the world has ads on their jerseys.
You know, the NBA has shown that they're willing to try new things with jerseys, much like they've looked at other issues. It started with the sleeve jerseys, and advertisements is just another area they're exploring.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
Leonard hits them both. Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay?
Huh.
So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, that's huge. Now here's Jackson. The wide open look here for Ibaka. Los Angeles with another miss. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Leonard with the steal. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
Pass to Porzingis. To end the drought. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Mavs were solid on the road last year with a record of 23-18 away from Dallas, Clark. Good for 5th most road wins in the West.
And, Kevin, that's what you'd expect from a veteran team like the Mavs. I mean, throughout the roster, this team has guys that understand what it takes to win on the road.
That free throw missing.
And, guys, the Mavs did have a good record on the road last year. Most of it came at the expense of the Eastern Conference. Only 10 of their 23 road wins came against teams in the West.
He hits the second from the line.
You know, it's funny, back to the Mavs on the road last season, they were much better defensively on the road than they were at home, and that's typically not the case. It's usually flipped, better at home on D than on the road.
And, you know, the new court projection visuals, all the rage in the NBA now. Instead of having to use a screen over the court, they just project video and images straight onto the court. I think before long, you'll see it everywhere.
There's a screen. A clear look for George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 6 assists now in the game. Those court projections you see in the pregame, we don't even have the best angle for them. They're so good.
Yeah, nice perk for those sitting a little higher up on those or those watching TV. It's about putting on a show and at the end of the day, entertaining the fans.
Los Angeles leading by 23. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Shot's good by Ibaka.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here's the Magician, defended by George. And Matthews kicks to Nowitzki. That misses off the backboard. The Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. George with the ball. Matthews covering. Jackson, and it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. Bargnani comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Foy in for Reggie Jackson. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Nowitzki. Jeremy Evans comes in for Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Harris subbed in for the Magician. Now, here is Foy. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Good.
You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Yeah, and any team will take that excellent in terms of their efficiency.
Williams against George. Pass to Harris.
And one priority for the commissioner this year was how the schedule worked. There were complaints about too many back-to-back games, and it was something everybody wanted to improve upon.
James Ennis, he'll check in for the Clippers. Archie Goodwin comes in for George. Five on the clock. Launches it, and he gets it to go. 6 points for Devin Harris. The Clippers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Now, here is 4. Guarded by Harris. Bargnani against Evans. 4 on the clock. Bargnani inside. Another shot, and he lays it up and in.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
It's Williams with the drive. Goodwin with the steal. And here we go. And stolen by Darren Williams. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And there's Devin Harris on the assist from Hardaway. That's now 8 points for Devin Harris.
And that steal paid instant dividends.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
Aldridge the pass to Foy. Some solid defense from Harris.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Now here's Williams. He's guarded closely.
You know, another point of contention between every NBA fan is whether or not the age restriction is a good thing. Some want it increased, others want it gone altogether. You know, for me, it's a matter of whether or not you as a team feel that that player can make an impact on your roster.
And stolen by Harris. Hardaway for 3. And it's Randy Foy with the rebound. Clippers leading by 23. They set the screen. He feeds it to Aldridge. It's blocked. Now here's Williams. He kicks it to Villanueva. No good on the 3. And there are arguments, Clark, on both sides for the NBA and the age restriction it has currently right now. Having one seems to have helped the level of play overall, but I think there's some improvements that can be made.
Yeah, with the D-League coming into its own, though, Kevin, the discussion has opened up again. NBA teams used to not have a place for high school players. The D-League could serve in that regard now, but having a restriction is something that I think has helped the NBA. I actually would like to see it be 20 years old.
Me too. Ibaka with the screen on Redick. Smith dishes to Batum. Smith outside. Cans it from downtown.
And they're going to have a hard time climbing back into this game if they continue to defend like that.
Bledsoe against Harris. Nowitzki a screen. Got a piece of it. Feeds it to Redick. 6 on the shot clock. No problems knocking that one down. And that's 10 points for Devin Harris. LA has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Smith kicks to Jordan. Bledsoe against Harris. Jordan the screen. Smith for 3. It's hauled in by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harris with it. Now Smith defending. Harris passes to Redick. Here's Porzingis. This one for 3. Was shot by Redick. No good. And there's the pass to Harris.
Well, with Steve Kerr and Jason Kidd both coming with no coaching experience over the last few seasons and also having success, I don't know, guys. Maybe we should throw our hat in the ring, but pretty impressive stuff.
That's not for me to do. I've already determined I don't want to coach for a paycheck, even if it is a big one.
Here's Bledsoe after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. Smith outside. Again, the miss by Smith. Dallas has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Parsons' shot is off.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Now here's Bledsoe. Back to Smith. Shot off the screen. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Dallas shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. Puts up a 3. No luck. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Bledsoe with it. Smith outside. Dishes it to Jordan. Shot to stop the drought. Good. He hits the jump shot. Jordan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Here's Harris. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harris has got 9 points here in the second half.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Ibaka goes in. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
The first one falls.
Looking at the game for Ibaka, he has 9 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Bargnani comes in for DeAndre Jordan, and it's Jackson in for Eric Bledsoe.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Outside Hardaway. 6 to shoot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
Hardaway hits them both.
Talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement.
Now here is Smith. Here's Jackson. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And it's always nice to get win number 1 against an opponent you'll be seeing a total of 4 times over the course of the year. They really set the tone tonight for their season series against the Mavericks.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for George. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
The first one falls. And guys, over the last 2 seasons, Devin Harris has been a backup point guard, but one could argue that he's outperformed the guys that are directly ahead of him.
That's exactly right, Kevin. I mean, Harris came back to the team that he started his career with to be a support player, but injuries, trades, and generally poor fits elevated Harris's importance to the team.
And Harris drops them both.
You know, getting back to Devin Harris, he can really help you. But you want to do one thing, limit his minutes. 11 full seasons under his belt. Slender in build. It's best to play him around half the game if you can.
Now, here is Ibaka. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 19.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Redick for 3. Shot is no good.
Boy, and that is a bunch of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out there.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Paul, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge. And the impact carried them through the entire game.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
Well, Paul George showing us again tonight why he is one of the premier wing players in the NBA. We know that defensively he's always going to do the job, but he's just as valuable on the other end, scoring off the catch or the dribble.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.